This is a quick overview of how to use the evacuation zones template using an example from the City of Boulder. The first step is to go to the ArcGIS Solutions for Emergency Management and find the evacuation zones template. We use the ArcGIS Pro deployment tool, which published an app, a web map, and a feature layer. We did make a few minor changes to the feature layer to make it match the schema that we were using for our evacuation zones here in Boulder, and we did use feature layer views, but other than that, we use this solution out of the box. To show you what we had in mind and the problem we're trying to solve is, first of all, alerting systems being used for wildfires are they're often pushed out as alerts with a long list of street names or place names. And this can be confusing for both the public and first responders. And so using the solution gives us spatially explicit and easy to understand evacuation areas. The GIS team here in Boulder has worked with emergency managers to have predetermined evacuation areas based on the hazard type. But all of this was kind of left on their desktop or their ArcGIS server and not very easy to push into public maps. And so we're using this layer here as our source, and we're appending it using the ArcGIS Pro append tool to our target, which is our hosted feature layer. So once we've gone through those steps, what we did is create a really simple editor that the emergency management staff can use to update the status. Here I've filtered just these large fire evacuation areas. And if I was to set this to be pre-evacuation advisory, maybe this one here will set to evacuation order. As soon as I'm done editing, this is going to update in our public map. The public map that comes with this template, the application is called the information lookup. And the way it works is the public can type in an address or click on a point on the map, and it's going to give them an answer if they're in the evacuation order zone, the advisory zone, or or if they're outside of it. And so we'll see how this works here. When this app opens up, I can type in an address. And it'll tell me that I'm outside the evacuation zone. If I had typed in an address over here on Union Avenue, it would tell me that I'm in a pre-evacuation advisory zone, and I can go to this website for more information. And then if I want to read a description of the area, I can there, which might help in cases where people can't see the map. This could be read out to them. So we think this will be really helpful. You can grab the link to that particular location and share it, and when that person who receives the link opens the map, it'll take them right to where you were pointing to. So this is useful both for sharing with the public, but also perhaps if someone called in and asked a question, you can type in an address and it'll give you an answer. What I like about this template is it gives you the option to also track the clicks that are made on the map. And so we can see here, just from our testing, where we've been clicking on the map or typing in an address, but presumably you would also want this if you were sending this out to the public. You'd want to know where they were clicking and where you're getting interest to your map. So we think this is a really nice solution. Next steps would be making it more tied into the notification system. For instance, if they're using Everbridge Nixle, we'd like to be able to use the exact polygons they're using in there and make sure that we can automate this process as much as possible. But other than that, we think that this is a really good start and will help us be more prepared for the next big event. Thank you very much for watching.